been a while. I hope you've all been well. It's been a hot minute since the last upload. I do apologize to my 4 subscribers. Just had to deal with a lot in my own personal life. And that's all done and sorted. So I would like to give you my 2 cents on this Oppo A91 budget device. I'm going to try a new format where on the slide here, or it's probably going to be here, I'll do an unboxing if you're interested in what's in the box whilst I move forward with the review. Anyways, the Oppo A91 retails around about $300 to $500, but if you can get a good deal on it like I did, in which I made the purchase at JB Hi-Fi for $175, this phone would actually be an absolute steal. Therefore, moving forward, I'll be basing this review off the price in which I made the purchase at, and I'm sure you'll be able to find it around that price point, as sales is always ongoing and we are leading into Christmas now.
The A91 comes with a 4000 mAh battery, which is more than sufficient to last you for the day and then some in my real world testing. It is bundled with a 20W fast charger and the Super VOOC charging technology to get your phone from 0 to 50% in just about half an hour as advertised. I personally have not had the chance to test this during my review period, as I never managed to get my phone down to 0% before having to top it off again. And unfortunately, Oppo doesn't tell you the screen on time, just what apps has used what percentage of your battery. I'm going to rate the battery performance a solid 8 out of 10, which is a higher rating than my daily driver, the Note 10 Plus, which also has a 10% larger capacity, sitting in at 4300. The A91 comes with ColorOS 6 skin on top of Android 9 out of the box, but this can be updated to the latest version of Android 11 and the ColorOS 11.1, which is quite impressive to see Oppo supporting their budget line for this long, as Android is notorious for neglecting their older phones, especially in the budget category. So round of applause for you, Oppo. Oppo's skin on top of Android can be quite useful with such features as smart driving, which will detect when you are connected to your car and block incoming notifications and alert to reduce the distractions as you are driving. There's a 3-finger swipe down to take your standard screenshot, or a 3-finger hold to take a partial screenshot of your choosing, because sometimes you don't need your notification bar in the picture and having to do a post-edit crop. Other neat features are off-screen gestures where you can draw a circle to open the camera, drawing a V will turn on the flashlight. They even give you gestures to control your music. Oppo goes even one further, where you can create your own shortcut based off of the gestures to maybe quick launch your favorite social media or shopping app, or really whatever app you want. Sky's the limit on an Android. The list of features goes on and on, but it can be quite customizable to your liking. Though when it comes to the home screen customizability, it can pull some attention to it, as I still prefer the vast customization you get with Nova Launcher. Oppo gets another 8 out of 10 and loses some of its points due to poor usage of the Smart Assistant screen, where Google Now would have been a lot more useful, and just some minor bloatware, as well as Oppo's native apps such as the music player, which has a poor user interface. When it comes to the hardware, the A91 is powered by the MediaTek Helio P70 processor and is paired with the Mali G72 graphics card. In translation, you won't be able to play AAA titles on even medium settings, but will have no problems running smoothly on less demanding titles. The variant I have here is the 8GB of RAM and paired with 128GB of storage, which can also be expanded if you wish to do so. There is an in-display fingerprint reader which Oppo claims to unlock your phone in 0.32 seconds, which I would roughly say it's about that fast on its best days, but still lags behind the 0.1 second of a physical fingerprint reader, and if you miss the fast speed of unlocking your phone, the A91 comes with a face unlock which achieves this in that time frame of 0.1 seconds, although it can be quite unsecure. During my review period, I have noticed some stutters and lags when going back to the home screen with Nova Launcher, as it takes half a beat to find itself, so the hardware performance gets an 8.5 out of 10. Oppo has given the A91 a quad camera setup consisting of a 48 megapixel main shooter, an 8 megapixel ultra wide, and my favorites, a 2 megapixel depth sensor and a 2 megapixel black and white sensor. Taking shots in the daytime when there is plenty of natural lighting is when the main shooter shines the most, but introduce even a bit of poor lighting and this is where you can really feel the budget price point hitting you right in the nuts. Especially because I came from a flagship. I don't know if it's because I've been spoiled with such good camera hardware prior, or it's because this is my first budget phone and I have nothing to compare it to, but this phone's camera setup is just so bad. I'm obviously trying to keep the price point in mind, but I've never dealt with such poor picture quality before. Look, I'm just gonna get straight to the point and dismiss all of the camera jargon. The pictures are unusable. Just maybe not usable on social media where the standards would chew whatever the A91 can put out. If photos and videos are of importance to you, I'd look elsewhere, such as an older flagship or the Pixel 4a, which can be found at around about 4 to 500 AUD. I'm going to give the camera performance a 5 out of 10 because the camera really is just average at best. Oppo has fitted the A91 with a 6.4 inch Full HD Plus AMOLED panel, which is quite impressive considering this is also another area in which the majority of phone manufacturers decide to cut costs down. Oppo's website claims a 90% screen to body ratio, but it's really sitting at 85% due to that fat chinny chin chin. The AMOLED panel comes with DC dimming technology 2.0, which helps reduce eye strain when viewing the phone in dark environments. The aspect ratio is sitting at 20:9, which makes it an impossible task to reach all the way to the top with one hand. And when it comes to sunlight readability, it can be a bit hard as it only pushes 430 nits of peak brightness. Though with 408 pixels per inch, it is plenty sharp for your viewing experience. I'm gonna give the screen rating an 8 out of 10. The model I have here is this beautiful blazing blue. The screen is protected with Gorilla Glass 5 at the front, and the frame and back is made from plastic, and honestly when I first held this phone it felt as if it were made from glass anyway, though without the worry of the fragility of actual breaking glass. You can find a 3.5mm headphone jack and a single bottom firing speaker, which gets plenty loud but does lack the punch and immersiveness of dual stereo speakers. The vibration motor is decent, but not best in class, which is a given. You'll also find a dual SIM card reader along with that expandable storage slot. This build quality gets an 8.5 out of 10. So in conclusion, this is a phone worth buying if you can find it for a good deal beneath $200. Aside from the average camera, I can see this phone being in a lot of people's hands with its fun and unique software experience and feature set, superb display with all-day battery life and a solid build quality. Thanks for tuning in. I hope my review has helped, and if it did, give it a like, and while you're at it, a subscribe would really help out my channel grow. I'll see you in the next one.